here we have two of my kits on a piece of my hair. So they come, I sell them by two, so it really should be one kit, but I've taken them out of the package. I'm going to show you today how to make 3 stars out of the same kit for 2 stars. I'm going to call this 3 for the tree. So what you're going to need is 3 separate piles of 2 groups of 15. So let's just take this and divide it up to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's my 40 green and my 40 mosaic. Then I have a group of 15 and a group of 15. And then over here, I have my 40 and my 40 and a group of 15 and a group of 15. So I need to make 2 more groups of 15, but I can only use one of my 40s to do it. Okay, so with these stars, you're going to need 3 different colors. You're going to need 15 of 1, 15 of 2, and 40 of 3. So I'm looking at all the colors and I'm thinking which one is going to go the best. I think it's going to be the green. So I'm going to make 2 piles of 15 with my green. So I know this is 10 and I know this is 10. And then we'll do 5, 2, 4, 5, and 5 again, 2, 4, 5. Okay, and these are going to be left over. It's just going to be. Okay, so now we have 6 groups of 15. Okay, so we're going to take 2 and match them up with one of the 40s and one of the 40s. So I'm going to put this 15 with the purple, and I think I have to use this one because it's the most contrast. So there's one, and then I have this 40. I don't think I should put the white with that, so I'll put that there, and this green. Okay, so now I have my 3 piles. Okay, I have 15, 15, 40, 15, 15, 40, 15, 15, 40. So this is going to make 3 different stars. Let's see which package that we start with. Doesn't really matter. I like purple. I like purple so much that I dyed my hair purple. It looks like eggplant. I really like it. Okay, so here we go. So these are the outside pieces. So just going to check my ends. I showed you this in the other video, just to make sure my ends are just primed a little bit, because when I'm trying to make the star, sometimes it's a little bit tight. See? So that's the first thing I do. Just make sure all my ends. This one is open. This one is open. This one is open, and so is this one. That's good. So like my greens I did. This one is not. You see, it's a little bit tight. So I'm just going to take this one and poke it in there. And then I'm going to take another one, put it in here. There we go. Okay, so let's put the 40 aside for now. So 2 15s. Let's use this for the middle. So we'll just pull them all apart. And we'll start with our 10. Okay, so you have your edges facing each other, not this way. Yeah, they pop out of your fingers. Not this way, but this way. So you put 2 side by each. Okay, and then you connect them like that. Okay. Now I do this fast because I've done this a lot. All right. See, I have 4 pieces on the bottom and I have 3 on the top. So I'm going to have 5 on the bottom and 4 on the top. And that's going to make 10 pieces because I'm going to bring them together and I'm going to close it off like this. Okay. Now there's many different ways you could proceed at this point. So you can take one of the other ones and make it a little bit different, but I'm going to go with the way that I've been doing it throughout. So yeah, this takes a little bit of time. So I put a green one in between. Okay, everybody's facing the same way, and I connect them. Okay, I connect them this way. Okay, you see how it connects? Yeah, I think that's a good shot. Okay, so there. And you go all the way around, and you do this 5 times, and that's going to take up all of your green pieces. You see there's quite a gap there. So we'll just go around. So, you know, it takes a bit to get good at holding it. You have to practice a little bit. But once you get the idea, there's no limit. You're only limited by your imagination, and I guess the paper that you find, because it's not easy to get this decorative paper. It's well, it's easy to get, it's just expensive. So I try to be very frugal. All right, so I've gone all the way around now. Okay, I still have 5 pieces, and I'll show you why. So there we go. And now we're going to make our first set of points. And just squeeze them down, push them in tight. Okay. Now you could join them here, but I'm going to take and I'm going to join them here, because where there's a space, that's a weak point. So we're going to just make it strong. Okay, and we're just going to do everyone like that. And that's our 15 of this designer paper. Okay, so it looks, so now we're going to add the purple. So I've taken them all apart, and I'm going to now go on to the next stage, and we're going to bring in the purple. Okay, so far we've been putting all of our pieces with the big side, the long side facing us. Now we're going to reverse it now, and we're going to do it the other way. Okay, so instead of attaching the pieces this way, we're going to turn them around and attach them the other way. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cover these points. And we have to set it up. So we're going to go by the middle. Okay, see how this is a point? We're going to go by the middle. So we're going to attach, we're going to turn the piece around. We're going to attach the outside point just on one side. So the inside pocket, there's no paper. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way around on each side of the point. So you add it. Okay, so now if you had a piece here, it would fit, but we're extending it. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around. I'm hoping you can see. Okay, so on every one except the point. Okay, so this is how you expand. If you wanted to make this bigger, you would have to add pieces, and that's how you add pieces. I can show you how to decrease, but we're not going to be getting there for a long time. So this is how you increase. Okay, so now I've gone all the way around, but I want to cover this point. And if I pull this over, it's just not gonna look as good as it could. So I'm just pulling the pieces apart. I had done it before and I kind of made a mistake, so I started over. Okay, so we want to cover this point. So what we're going to do, straighten this guy out, is we're going to increase again by adding a piece. Okay, again, we're working with the short side towards us. We're going to add the piece on the outside but not the inside. Okay, we're going to do that on both sides like that. Okay, and then we're going to cover this point now by covering it this way, one on this side and one on that side. Okay, and I have 40 pieces, I have 5 points, so I know 8 pieces per point. Okay, so here's my point. Here's 2, 4, 6. So I know 7 and 8. Okay, so now we want to cover this point, and we're not going to pull these over. like that, which we could do, but we're not going to do that, okay? That's why I'm saying you could really do anything you want once you get a feel of how these pieces work together. Okay, so I need to increase. So I'm just going to do one side of the pocket. So I'm going to leave the inside blank, and I'm going to cover up these two here like this. Bring it together. So that's like a decrease, but it's not. And then I make my point here. And I know I have 8 pieces I can use. Okay, so let's do it again. Now you see the point. So you're going to add, you're going to increase. Okay, so you're going to add to this side, add to that side. Okay, and then I bring these ones together. Okay, so this is the first one of the 3 that we're going to make for the tree. I will put them on separate videos because if you want to make the last one, at least you don't have to go all the way through. Okay, so you see how it's going. Okay, I have 2 more points. Again, we're enlarging towards the point, like that. And then we'll attach those 2. So enlarging it, we're not pulling and we're not stressing the paper. Okay, I'm going to put an extra point. And have a small bonus here for this one. Okay, so we're just going to finish this point again. Okay, you see? Now I'm doing this without looking at what my camera is recording. Again, you're going to enlarge by just putting it on one side. Okay, and now your points are high enough that you can match these ones without pulling too much. Okay, and then you make your point. And normally you would just have one piece, but we have extra, so we just make it a more distinct point. So normally this would be finished. This would be okay for the tree. But remember, we made three stars out of 2, and we have 10 extra pieces. So what we can do in this case is we can take five extra pieces. Okay, there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to close the gap here, and it's going to look really good. So again, we're gonna it doesn't really matter, you could do it in any direction that you want at this point. You could do it this way. Okay, so that's with the front forward, but I think I just think it looks better this way. So it's up to you what you want to do, and you'll see it. The more that you work with them, you'll see the difference that it makes and how you can make your contours. So by adding the green on the outside, I don't know, it just gives it a little something. I don't know if you can see, like I'm joining these 2 pieces here. It's a little tight. So also I'll stretch it with my fingers. So you don't want to struggle too much to get the pieces together, and that's why we pre-stretch them. There, see? And one more. I gotta finagle with it a little bit. There you go. So now there's the first one. There's the first star. I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it at the front because the color on this camera is not very good, but it's really cute. I don't know, would you say it's 3 inches, maybe 4 inches? Okay. And this is the other side. I always prefer the other side. I think the other side is sharper. Okay, we'll go on to the next one.